Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl T here, finally with a makeup video. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Tierra. You can go ahead and call me T. I do makeup videos, DIY projects, baby vlogs, and sometimes meal prepping ideas. If you like all these things, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and go ahead and hit that bell notification down below so you know anytime that your girl posts. Now, I know it's been a grip since I posted a makeup look, and I apologize. I've been traveling and I haven't had the time, but I wanted to get at least one Valentine's Day look out. I'm going to try to do one more, but I just don't quote me on that, okay? This is a voiceover just because I got kids and it was loud in here. I really outdid myself with this one. I'm proud of this look. It was very easy. We just got a half cut crease. I played with some pigments, all types of things. So I'm gonna make sure I put all of the items down below in the description box so that you're able to recreate this if you want to. And if you do, make sure you go ahead and tag me. Follow me on Instagram. I do have a mini IG video of this as well, so go ahead and check that out too. But without further ado, I've been rambling. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay, so starting off, we are using the LA Girl Pro Concealer all over the lid. And you guys can see here, I did add some new plugins. I've been working to get the quality up for you guys. So all the products will be listed in the video, including the brushes. Now I'm using the ColourPop Whatever palette, and I'm starting with the Mr. Brightside, the color, and I'm just starting to pack that all over my lid with a Morphe brush. And just take your time, make sure you just go ahead and add a lot of product. I also did not set my concealer because I wanted this color to be super pigmented. Now I'm using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette volume 1, and I'm using ColourPop, which is like literally one of my favorite dark browns ever, and I'm just darkening up that area and just really starting to blend that out. Really take your time with the blending, kind of go back and forth, back and forth. I do like a mix between windshield wiper and like little tiny like circular motions. You do want to make sure that when you are blending this out that you're kind of going a little bit higher up, just because whenever we do our cut crease, we are going higher than like our actual lid space, and you want to make sure that you don't do all this work and then it gets taken away by the concealer. So as you can see here, I'm getting really close so you guys can see that I'm really just taking my time and working that upwards as we go. So now I'm going in with the color Bad Guy, and it's just like a slightly lighter color than the Mr. Brightside, and I'm putting that on the very outer corner, and this is just gonna be my last like transition shade color. And I'm applying this with the Morphe 506 brush, and now I'm just kind of starting to blend it out, but then I realized that brush was just like not super good for what I was trying to do. So I'm blending those edges together first, and then I'm using a different Morphe brush, a 573 brush, and now I'm able to just kind of do and diffuse out those outer edges there. So that's the most important thing, just really diffusing, making sure there's no harsh lines, just blending everything together because we're trying to be blended, honey. Take your time. That's why I didn't cut a lot of this footage, because I wanted you guys to see that like I am blending to the gods, okay? It takes forever, it takes a long time, and you just have to be patient and take your time with this. So nice little trick I'm doing here. I'm looking upways so I can kind of see where my own eyelid, the natural crease of that is, and then I'm going to take that and use that, but then I'm also going to go just a bit higher than that and kind of exaggerate it just to really open up that eye space. I am using the Louise base in shade 2, and it's definitely worth the hype. Like, get it. You can use just like such a little bit of product and it just goes a long way, and it's just really amazing. I would recommend, if you were planning on using a lighter color or anything that wasn't like shimmery, to just kind of only do the line portion of this first and then clean with like a Q-tip and makeup remover. But because I was doing a super shimmery color, I went ahead and covered the entire lid space, and I wasn't super concerned about the color mixing in, because the Louise base does like kind of blend in with that color, and you just don't want that if you want a super duper clean new space of work. But I was being a little lazy, and I knew I was doing a shimmer color, so I was not pressed. As you can see there, I kind of used that area, and then I'm going higher than whenever I initially had that mark. So we're just taking our time there and really opening up that lid space. Now I'm going in with the color Tardy, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. They don't have the names for them, but this is a nice little iridescent shimmery color. It's a nice foil, so I'm packing that up on top on the lid and just really placing it, packing it as close as I can to that line. Make sure it's nice and clean. Now I'm going back in with Mr. Brightside, and we're just going to do it in the same order that we did on our lid space there, but going from outer corner to inner. So now I'm just working that on my very outer corner and kind of bringing it about 3/4 of the way into the color Tardy. And I'm using the same exact brush, the M573 brush, and I'm just blending that into Tardy there. And just really take your time with the blending. I can't stress it enough. The longer you take on it, I feel like the better it always turns out. Like, you can really never blend too much. Now I'm going back in with Soda Pop and just really deepening and darkening that area, outer corner area. I'm also still not going further than 3/4 of the way. And I am using the ColourPop E9 brush. Now, I actually got these pigments off of Amazon, and I'm using just a regular paintbrush from Walmart. I took some of the hairs out, which I actually could have taken out more to make it even thinner, but I'm using mixing medium from Inglot and the pigment, and I'm just, you know, lining my crease that I did in white. It's actually a pearly white. I really liked it. Alright, you already know what I'm doing. Going in with my Fenty Beauty primer. It's really the best. I like to let that sit for a little bit first, and then after I feel like it's getting a little bit tacky, I went ahead and go with Juvia's Place foundation. And I'm just using that with a M439 brush from Morphe. Ended up being my favorite foundation brush. I just recently started using it. I've had it forever and just have never used it, and it really just applies the makeup so well. Going back in with that LA Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey, and we are putting this all over and just blending it out with a Morphe sponge. Now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the color Warm Honey, and I am just setting, so I'm putting on a very fine amount of that. I'm going with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Deep Dark 56, and I'm just blending this in. I love this concealer, but it dries really fast, so I would only recommend doing one side at a time, because I really struggled with blending it out on one side because it dried so quickly. Now I am using the Fit Me loose powder to bronze, and if you can see here, I'm trying to not get my lace to be super dark because I have on a frontal, and y'all, the struggle of bronzing with a frontal is real. Like, your frontal will end up being so dark. Now I'm using the Juvia's Place palette, and it is in Sola. Love this color, it's just super pinky. Now I'm taking the M510 brush, and I'm just using the first blush palette that they have for their highlight. And as we've been doing, you guys kind of know by now, we're going backwards in the order that we started. So now we're doing the Mr. Brightside, sweeping it underneath the lid. Now I'm going to go back in with the Soda Pop right underneath there. More so on the outer corner than the inner. Kind of leave that inner corner just open a little bit. So I would say like 3/4 of the way. And then you want to make sure you also blend the top portion to the lower portion. Kind of just take your time blending that area out there with that Soda Pop. Yeah, we're just connecting that. And then lastly, the last color, Tardy, we're going to go in for the inner corner area there. So it's nice and shiny and iridescent. Now I'm just using a NYX liquid liner with the felt tip there to line my lids. I'd say that I'm doing like kind of a cat eye, but no cat eye at all, just that it's higher up on the outer corner, just to accentuate this eye look and kind of change my eyelids a little bit. Going in with my favorite mascara, Urban Decay Perversion. It's the GOAT. And now my Marc Jacobs gel liner on my waterline, per usual. And then the last color is a glitter that they have, a pressed glitter, and it's Duh. Okay, now I'm going in with my favorite lashes to this day. Oh my gosh, they're literally my favorite, so fluffy. And then I'm going to go in with this Morphe and ColourPop combination, also my current favorite lip combo at the moment. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe and Urban Decay sprays, the Continuous and the Setting Spray. And that's it, guys. Okay guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I made this as simple as possible for you. It's really a look that you can do with any colors and swap it out. Once you get that technique down, it's just fire. I think the most important thing is what I said already. Make sure you're going higher up than your eye. Like really open up your eyes, like make them as big as possible. We wanna see my eyes from as far as possible. Like, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, leave some comments, guys. Are you doing Valentine's Day or are you doing Galentine's Day? Like, let me know down below, because you can still get cute with the sisses as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.